Hello YouTube. In late March of 2025, an unusual glowing object was seen in the sky over Russia. Residents of several Russian cities witnessed an unusual phenomenon. A luminous blue spiral was photographed in the night sky over Rostov, Krasnodar and Kaliningrad in particular. Immediately, many questions and assumptions came up about the origin of the mysterious phenomenon. Well, here's the rocket fuel hypothesis. According to one hypothesis, the glowing spiral could be a trace of rocket fuel dropped into the atmosphere by the American reconnaissance satellite NROL-69. It was launched into the orbit on March 24 by a Falcon 9 rocket from SpaceX, led by Elon Musk. It is quite possible that this particular satellite will become the basis of a new generation high-speed data transmission system for the Starlink constellation. It is worth explaining that the discharge of rocket fuel into the atmosphere when launching satellites into orbit is a common practice. However, under certain conditions, it can form luminous clouds of spirals that are visible from a great distance. For example, this often happens when fuel enters the upper atmosphere with thin and low temperatures. Now let's look at other sources. So on March 24, 2025, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket was launched from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida at 20 hours 48 minutes Moscow time. It successfully launched the NROL-69 mission into the orbit for the U.S. National Intelligence Agency. This launch could have gone unnoticed if not for an unusual phenomenon. Glowing spirals appeared in the sky. They surprised and even scared the eyewitnesses as they were visible in Europe and over parts of Russia. As Polish astronomer Karol Wojcicki later explained, quoted by the RBC News Agency, the glowing spiral was nothing more than the result of a fuel dump. The rocket, stabilizing its flight, often rotates around its axis, which led to the appearance of this spectacle. During a planned deorbit, before the second stage of the rocket enters the atmosphere and burns up, fuel residues are often discharged. This is already happening in space, that is several hundred kilometers above the Earth, where there is no air, so the gases emitted do not disperse chaotically, but form symmetrical structures, Wojcicki explained. For residents of the United States, such phenomena have long become familiar. In addition to spirals, Falcon 9 rockets leave glowing areas of ionized gas in the sky. However, the most spectacular manifestation was the launches of Starship ships. After their unsuccessful launch attempts, the ocean is covered with a real fiery rain of debris. Europe, including Russia, has not yet seen the full beauty of the falling starships. However, some of SpaceX celestial shows are already available to observe. According to local channels in Kaliningrad, Rostov and Don and Krasnodar, Klops, the name of it. This is Rostov News and Cuban 24 channels. The luminous spirals were short-lived, but clearly distinguishable in the night sky over Russia. That's what I wanted to let you know today. And of course, I'll bring you more information about strange objects observed over Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and other parts of the former Soviet Union. If you like my research and can support me, please kindly do so through the links you'll find in the description to this video. Please like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.